a chief savior. Well, there's a chief savior, but God had many, many messengers before then and after. That's 100% fact. So you don't need, trust me, if you're in the wrong spot, the Holy Spirit will move you real quick to the right one. You don't have to worry about nothing. You ain't gonna worry about nothing. But I will tell you that if you think that it's not your time or this is not the place for you, put me to the test. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Put me to the test and see what I do privately for you. I'm consistent.
Jerome backed up on you. Okay?
I am consistent.
Jerome had to sit back on you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm consistent. See, because I just want.
So, are you gonna open up the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing that I won't be able to receive?
You know I am.
Come on, man.
So today, Grace. In fact, we're gonna put this immediately up for recording right after this here particular section. Grace, we're talking about. Help me come over the title. I want to go over Pathfinder today, and I want to show y'all how I'm going to sell Pathfinder, which costs $2,720. It's not up for negotiation. It just is what it is. And so, what do we call it? I could say high ticket item.
Why are you thinking? That's what you told me. Why you? Oh
yeah, no, I didn't already did all this work. No. Oh, title. Got you. Let's go get it. You show Grace. The Lord just gave that to you. You did a good job. There you go. You keep on. Let's go to ChatGPT for
say flesh and blood did not reveal that to her.
You know, Jerome, she did a good job. So we're gonna go to ChatGPT for a title. And then we're gonna say, here we go. We're gonna go. I want to do a workshop about my high-end product program. There you go. There's an R in there, 2 R's. Program, and I need a title for it. I want to talk about.
Hey! Why you type that so long? I mean.
We're talking about ChatGPT.
Why you type that so long? Only thing you gotta do is say, I want to create a program for such and such, such and such.
Oh, yeah.
Too wordy.
Well, fair enough, but I already got my program. I'm looking for a title, and I want to be specific here. I want to talk about what to include and how to sell it and why the price being high is important. And then can you,
Jerome says, share your screen.
Title this talk for me?
Yes. I'm ready today. I done had coffee and
stop playing. Share that screen. Stop playing.
There you go. Can you share the screen for me? All right. Sometimes I'm very specific. Well, most of the time I'm very specific with ChatGPT, and other times I'm not. There we go. Mastering the art of high-end program development and sales. This is actually just fine. So I want to talk to you today about mastering the art of a high-end program. Mastering the art of a high-end program that is important to your brand. There you go, Grace. So that's my little type. And look, so unleashing the power of a high-end program development, step-by-step guide to boost to your brand.
All right now.
That's dope. But I don't want to do that one though. Because I'm not gonna give you a step-by-step guide to boosting your brand. But here you go, right here. That's my topic, Grace. There's your topic. See how that was? That was easy, huh? That was easy. That was real easy. Now I'm gonna send that to Grace too, so I can get it later when I upload the podcast. That's what we're talking about, and I got about 53 minutes to get it done, and it would probably spend a little extra time. What I want you to receive is I've already built this program and I added more. When you, Grace, write this down, Grace. This is number one. Forget your program. I want you to look at Trinace. I want you to look at Adrian. I want you to look at Brenda. They all fine, gorgeous women. And I want you to know fine, gorgeous women ain't got time to get less than they value. Did I misspeak? Did I? Was that okay? All right.
Amen.
Okay, then. Fine, gorgeous women ain't got time to get less than they value. And I'm going to need you to know that all your customers are fine, gorgeous women, even if they're males. They cannot get less than their value. So instead of lowering your price, increase your value. That's step one. Or step two. Forget your program. Because what you want to do with your program, let me explain step one there. Step one is forget your program. What you want to do with your program is that's my baby. And I ought to charge this. And it's got to be, forget all that, Trinace. That's irrelevant. Because just because you like it don't mean we will. It's important to you and ain't important to us. We can get that down the street. Now I can get it on ChatGPT. But we don't want that. So how do we do this? So Pathbender, I got a bunch of stuff Pathbender comes out with that I haven't told Deanna, I haven't told Grace. I've been working on it every single day. But once I figured out what I wanted in my program, and I'm gonna come to that. So step one was forget your program. Step two, Grace, was bundle better. That's how you precisely say step two. Bundle better. This is important, Adrian. We want to bundle better because I'm not coming down on my price. That means I need to give you more. No, let that be a word from the Lord. Unless you have the distribution of Walmart and you can sell 500,000 bananas every minute, like Walmart can, you better not be competing in price. Trying to have the lowest price is a death sentence for you. And let me help you out even more. Not charging full price. There's your next blog, Grace. There's your next blog. Having the confidence to charge full price. Get some title suggestions from ChatGPT, but that's on Medium. There's your next blog. Okay, look, she say, ooh, let me write that. She done switch screen. She ain't even in the notes no more. She in her own notes. Let me go ahead and take care. Go on, keep the party going. You understand. Thanks. Why I want you, so when Grace come back, say, take your time, Grace. No, get your blessings. Get your blessings. Okay. Take your time. I want you to know my next step is I'm telling you directly to your face, Adrian, that that charging full price is your reasonable service. I'm borrowing from the Apostle Paul. You worship God charging full price. It's your reasonable service. If Jerome is a super duper uber Christian, so I'll put it in super duper uber Christian language. He died on the cross, so you can charge full price. Amen. Amen. I don't. That sound like it came out of high dimension church. Do you understand that? This is what it is, Brenda. We charge full price. That's it. Do we charge full price? This is not up for negotiation.
That's my blog title right there.
Okay, which is not up for negotiation. We charge full price. I got it. We charge full price. That's what we do in these streets. We charge full price. All right. Grace, you should have some. So forget the program was number one, bundle better. I said something before that and charge full price. Don't matter. Just give me some sort of. And just the best you can.
Okay.
Yeah, just the best you can.
Okay.
The reason, and I'm finna show you what all this looks like. The reason why we're charging full price is because it's fair to you and it's fair to the customer. First off, you could have overcharged them. Amen. And secondly, if you come from the school of Antonio, charging full price means you already 90% discounted it. His $20,000 worth of value, this costs you $2,000. Regular price is $20,000. It costs you $2,000. I'm not discounting no more. I took $18,000 off. I barely want you making payment plans. Just make this clear. I need my money up front because the light bill need their money up front. I feel like Brenda can't tell the doctor, I might pay y'all if y'all help me. No, yeah, she can't tell whoever do her hair. She can't say, man, I'm gonna get you one day though. The Lord will provide. No, she got to come off that cash app. Okay, all right. This is important. Please remember this. Basic news. You can get this off of Google, but I'm setting something up even more major. The next thing you want to do, where your steps at, Grace? I don't see your steps. Let me see your steps. Auntie just use fair exchange. Fair exchange ain't robbery. You know, Barbara, this is Shirley. Sorry, I don't know. That had nothing to do with nothing, agent. I just threw it in there. That man that you got, that's my man. I'm sorry, don't worry about it. From the clothes of his back to the crown of his head.
You know you a mess.
I don't know where that came from. I am a mess. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Number 4, you need to write a very compelling description. Now you don't have to worry about that. You can ask ChatGPT to do that. I'll give you some, well, I won't give you examples. I'll give you 2 talking points. Can you write me a compelling description? And then you're going to say, can you write me can you write me a very good sales copy? Everybody got it? Those are 2 different things. Your bundling better needs to be very niche-y. Just spell it best way you can, Grace. I really don't think that's a word. But it makes sense though. It's the only way I can make it an adjective. It needs to be very niche-y. Now, I've been keeping what Pathbender has in it a secret because I don't feel like dealing with religious walls. Not out loud in front of 100 people. That's an argument you're never going to win. They brought you to the argument, Jerome, to stone you. No matter what you say, these stones are coming out of our hands. It doesn't make sense to go there and argue. This is not a trial. This is a do you have final words posing as a trial, basically. So I don't feel like doing that. I've made sure, now watch this here, Grace. Number 5 is when you're selling a high ticket item, you need to have great explanations for each product, benefit, and feature. Great explanations for each product, benefit, and feature. Now we're getting past ChatGPT knowledge, and we're getting into, Antonio, I want to sell $3,000 tickets. How do I do it? Imagine Adrian does a 400, down to show you calculator. Adrian says she's doing a conference. 400, the room sits 500 people. She's got to save 60 for, tables and stuff, sound, stage. So she got to say, save 60 for that. So she's got 440 people. 440 people are charged $2,720 to enter in. Remember this number? What's that number, Grace? I want you to say it, Grace. What's that number?
That is, 1,196,800. Thank you, D.
Somebody put that number put the number in the chat for her, Grace, as she's saying her screen.
Okay.
Deanna, clear that number real quick. Make sure you put this in the notes too, Grace. Now, Deanna, what I want you to do this time, you can clear that. What I want you to do this time, Deanna, is I want you to know that they got Adrian. They say, Adrian, you can have our hall for free. Come on, help me, somebody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can use the DoubleTree Hilton for free. We won't even charge you. but you got to use our catering.
Hmm.
Adrian then says, well, I'm gonna have them there from 9 to 5. So I got to feed them twice, breakfast and lunch. They're gonna say, great. That's $99 twice. So that's $198. I'm not done yet. Watch this here, y'all. Agent says, well, how long is the conference? Well, I'm gonna do a 2-day conference. All right, then. Times 2. So now that's $396. So it costs $396 to feed each person. Whenever y'all go to these seminars and y'all see like, man, it's a lot of people here. Please know that bill was a lot of people here too. And that was how much it costs. A lot of people here. Mm-hmm. That's how much it costs. That's how much it costs. That's how much it costs. So when you met me, Jerome, please know we left that event owing $77,000. That's the real truth. We left that event owing $77,000 that we had to pay before we left. Like they don't bill you that. You can't leave. Or you can't go back to your room. Oh, no, you can't do that. Because there was a bunch of extra people that got invited that wasn't on the list. And they ate. Just so we're clear, $77,910 to be exact. Just so we're clear. All right. That's how much we owed. Didn't make a dime. That beautiful event that you was at didn't make a dime.
That's the importance of registration, people.
Because, right. So, all right. Now watch this here. That's 396. This time, Deanna, I want you to do 396. That's what is 396? Write this in notes, Grace. 396. Most of y'all don't know this. Who didn't know this? Because I'm showing you how to do big events. Okay, good. I got you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is working because I'm working on one. This is
okay,
working.
So, okay, then you working on one. This is perfect then.
Hold on, Rev. Trinace, I'm sorry. The sales copy goes in under the having great explanations. No, I'm sorry. Write a very compelling description. He said that he was saying you asked Chat.
Yeah, those are two examples. Yeah, those are two examples for them. So it's $396. What's $396? Make sure this is in the notes, Grace. So when I post it on show notes, I want people to get it. Where's $396 coming from? Feeding Adrian, well, not Adrian, it's her event. Feeding Antonio twice a day for 2 days. One person costs $396. So your ticket better be more than $400. So if you wonder, what should I charge? You know, I'm going to be nice. I want to charge $97. To go and charge $97 then. You're paying $396. So when people start going, when they start going, well, you know, if you was a child of God, you know what?
Listen,
the hotel didn't tell me that. The hotel charged the child of God. So I'm charging you, child of God.
Sir, before you keep going, can you tell me that what that very first number did, the 1,196,800?
That's the total from 440 people.
Okay.
At $2,720. And that's the price of my Pathfinder. I'm trying to show y'all.
Okay.
That I would make 1.1 million. But everybody looked at that number like, ooh, that's sexy. It's sexy, but it ain't that sexy. We got to take these bills out of it, Adrian. We got to take these bills out of it. This is why they give you the hall for free. The hall costs $5,000. Let's see what the food costs. 440 people times 396. $174,240. Write that number down in the chat. So can you see why I'm gonna give you the event space for free? And see, listen, most of y'all out there calling, being mad. Like you like, man, this ought to cost this much. Y'all charging too much. No, they could be charging you almost $200,000. So if your event space costs $9,000, keep it quiet. Now, Grace, I want you to. Deanna, I want you to take. Yes.
I'm sorry, and then
Totally fine.
If your event space costs $9,000, you have to see if they will allow outside food to come in. If you try,
no, they won't. They won't. They will not. They never will. Yeah. They never will. They absolutely never will. Yeah. Now, But hold on, Deanna, go back to the catering. I can get my own catering. Maybe because that's a different event space. I get my own catering. That's outside food coming in. But then now you got to pay. You got to pay that chef, don't you? For 440 people. What do you think that chef gonna say?
The
The chef
chef,
gonna do the same math we doing.
yep.
What the chef gonna do real here, Adrian? $174,240 what I came up with, but I'll give you the family discount, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. So just $170,000. It's still $170,000.
And that's if you don't have to pay the venue a fee for having an outside vendor come in with the food.
There you go. Queen Deanna has spoken.
Unfortunately, he's going to charge you more because he needs people to help him serve that.
You show right.
Yep.
There you go. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with the sound. This ain't got nothing to do with you can't be yelling at 400 people. You got to have a microphone, you got to have a stage, and then 400 people can't see. You got to have a TV screen up there. You know, the big, or the two screens on both sides of the wall. The two screens, and then you need the people in the penguin suits. Can't just have food.
Okay, so this is very upsetting. This is very upsetting.
And let's not talk about the
That's
pipe
right.
and drape that goes along with it, because if you have these big screens, you don't want this, you don't want the ugly background stuff to be showing either. So you gotta have pipe and drape to screen off a lot of stuff.
Trinace is doing an event. I bet you, I didn't even realize how the timeliness of this, but I bet she glad she in this right now.
So the thing is, we had talked about it September, October, and this is why I said we're not doing this tomorrow, because I understood that part.
Yep. Which is why. So, and this is why Trinace should go on sale with her tickets now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. Go on sale with my tickets now, but I'm having an issue based on the type of event on what I'm gonna charge and what I'm gonna charge.
We just solved that issue. You $396 is what it's. 1 day or 2 day event.
Okay, so it's a 1 day event. It's a mother and daughter event. How do you charge for that?
No, first off, mother and daughter ain't got nothing to do with it.
Listen, the mother's a person, the daughter's a person.
Got something to do with it. So what you should do is you should say every person. If you breathe in, you cost me $396. Your ticket should be $396 at minimum.
Ooh.
So what I would do is I would charge $425.
Ooh.
That's what I would do.
That's so hurtful. That's so hurtful.
You say it's hurtful because it's high?
It's hurtful because of the demographic that I'm trying to serve. It's hurtful.
That's why you need to be careful of the demographics you serve.
Yeah.
Now let's deal with that. We're serving a demographic that ain't about to pay $425 a ticket. This is where sponsorships come in at. This is where you get people to sponsor people. You get people to throw into a pot. You do contests. You do a raffle. You do a raffle for a big screen TV and you get people to buy. You do a raffle, a liquor basket raffle. You do anything you can to offset your expenses. But if you're asking your mentor how much should your tickets be, my guess is you're going to spend gas, try to do your best to get sound. To be honest with you, how many people gonna have at this event?
My plan is 100.
All right, show your calculator, Grace. I mean, not Grace, yeah. You keep taking notes, Grace. Show your calculator. My guess is she's going to have, out of 100 people, it's going to cost her about $10,000 to pull this event off. And this is $10,000 of, I did not see that coming. This is why speakers like me, I don't get paid based off your ticket sales. You pay me my money up front, at least half now.
So at least that part, everybody was like, we down. How can I be down? We down, we got you.
So what you do is you have vendors. If you want to have vendors, it costs $425 to be a vendor at your event. Did y'all see what I just did?
Mm-hmm.
Now watch this here. If Trinace listened to me, this is like the class you walked into. You go, watch her do this now. She want 100 people. it's gonna cost her $10,000. You want 100 people, and they all gonna pay $425. Show them that number. We already know what it is. You just put a 0 on 425, but 20, excuse me. If she listens, she is. I'm being dramatic here. She gonna walk away with her job salary in one day. Y'all don't miss that. Don't miss that.
She don't even have to put the vendors in a different room. If she gets a room big enough, she can have them line the walls of the room and then have her rounds for her people in the center of the room, and then have her stage. So that way the vendors get to be a part of the event as well. Because some events don't allow that. Like the vendors miss the whole thing.
So this is the difficulty of that, because that was one of my ideas. Mothers and daughters can't have the same conversation.
Right.
So I have to have at least 2 rooms.
Hey, a breakout session. That's okay. So then you just put your vendors where the traffic is, where they go back and forth, or you let them, maybe they have 2 tables. They have, you got 4 vendors, but they get to put 2 tables and they get to walk back and forth between tables. And that's fine too. Something like that. That's fine too. Or you just schedule vendor time. Y'all go interact with the vendors for 30 minutes. This is food and vendor time. Go ahead, Dan.
Or depending on how she has it set up, if she's having it done in a hotel room, they'll not hotel room, but in a hotel conference space, they'll do like Antonio said, and you can let them know, well, I need 1 big room to fit 100 people, and then I need 2 smaller rooms to fit 50 people. And they'll say, okay, well, we'll give you these rooms for free. You just got to pay for food. And that way you can still have all your vendors in the main room. And
so
then
look here. I'm gonna call y'all a day.
There you go.
I'm gonna call y'all today.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta use your resources. Got to use your resources. Has this been helpful?
It has. The thing that has benefited me is because the things that I want to do, everybody say, I'm in, and ain't nobody asked me for no money. Nobody asked me for no money.
Everybody say they in until you ask for their wallet.
Trying to be seen, not help.
You know what I mean? People told Miss Brenda, I'll support you. As soon as they needed to support, they were nowhere around.
So these particular ones, we rock together doing different stuff. So I wouldn't ask anybody where it was not going to be mutually beneficial for the both of us.
Very true. Also, I want you all to start walking to the point in life where the friends you hang around with aren't just volunteer friends. They're write a $10,000 check friends. Okay. I want you to have those friends. I want you to have those friends. Those are better friends. Let me just tell you. But then when you get to 10,000, you just change your circle until you get friends that can write $100,000 check. These are the kind of friends you want to have. This is another reason why I don't be charging y'all, because you can't afford me. To be honest with you, you can't afford me. My experience.
This gonna hurt everybody's feelings. Now say it again. Say it one more time.
You can't afford me. My prices are way too expensive. My real prices are too expensive.
That boy crazy.
But that's why I don't charge y'all though. I charge TikTok and Google. I don't charge y'all. I charge, them. You know who that is.
My goal is to be able to do so. Antonio T. Smith.
Well, that's what I'm
not one time, but 10 times.
Multiple times. My speaker
because I want to pour in back.
Yeah, my speaker fee is something like $80,000 or something. Yeah. I make $30,000 from free engagements. Yeah, my problem is I'm just too accessible to y'all. At least you're just a little small group. You forget how cold I actually am. That's shame on you. They got to do me.
So no. Me and Cuz talked about you yesterday. Just really? Like, man, Antonio, He cold-blooded. You see how many followers? I was like, She's like, girl, the people just be sleeping on him. I was like, yep.
And I like it just that way because it's about to change. Just that way for sure. So you can see how these steps I gave you, put them steps in one list for me, Grace, are blessing you. Now, I haven't even shown you path bending yet. But what I told you up front, Adrian, it's just $2,720. And my last step for you, Grace, is be transparent with your price. Be transparent where your price. Tell Brenda where the money goes. And I'm really good at this. I'm really, now this is probably one of the best things I do. If I tell you something costs, I'm gonna also tell you this is where it goes, or this is my money, or this is paying the teachers or something. I'm gonna always do that because I ain't got nothing to hide. I don't. But be transparent with your price. So Pathbender, and I'm gonna show you, I got it all written down. I'll paste it to you. Pathbender costs this. It's $2,720. But if you look, the actual Pathbender program is $1,700. But I gotta pay 30% commission in case Grace or somebody sell it. But I'm not letting that 30% come out of the $1,700. So I added it to the price. Show you calculated now. 30% of $1,700 already did the math is $510. So the salesperson would get $510. This is why I typically like to sell everything myself. $510. So $510 plus $1,700 is what? If you're not paying attention right now, Trinace, I know you're paying attention, but I'm teaching you how to price your stuff now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, how many of y'all priced something, thought you had a good price, and by the time the thing was over, you ain't make no money? Who know what I'm talking about? Yep, I've done it hundreds of times, all right? That's how I've learned. So now, it's for real. Now I'm at $2,210. Y'all get me? Okay, you stop the screen down. So I'm at 2,000. Grace, put this in the chat too. I mean, put this in the notes too. I want the notes detailed. That's why I'm always making sure y'all got good notes, because I'm trying to put you on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm hoping you be like Brenda and go back and look at the notes and be like, yeah, I got to do this next time. Or at least steal my notes and say, hey, Bobby, can you do this for me? At least do that. Here's the notes. Here's the link to the video. Watch this video and see if you can do this to me. Do this for me. At least do that.
Listen, I'm looking for Bobby, baby.
That's it. Bobby, get over here, Bobby. We're going to make money together. That's it. For real. So you see, I got it's up front. I'm telling you, I cost $1,700. I got $510 for the person, but it's also gifts that come with Pathbender. So you are actually paying for your own gifts. I don't want it to come out of my money. So I added it to the price. So that's an extra $500 on it, which brings me now to $210, $2,720. That's fair. Ain't nobody lying about this. It's upfront. If you don't want to, I told the class is going to take Pathbender in March. If you don't want to do that, here's the link to all the stuff. Go on, buy it yourself. Because it literally is $500. So go on, buy it yourself. This is not a problem. You'll save me money in shipping. Don't bother me. It doesn't. You go on, buy it yourself if that's what you want to do. Doesn't bother me one bit. So this is the price. And the more you are transparent like that, Brenda, the more people be like, you know what, I respect that. People fall out. No doubt. People fall out with me for make-believe reasons. I always do what I say I'm going to do. I'm always going to give away too much. And I don't be coming behind you talking about, hey, pay for this, not pay for this, not pay for that. I'm asking you to donate every day. Every day I'm alive, I'm asking you to donate to somebody indigent, less fortunate, because you need to be. You always need to be donating. Donate to a homeless person that's sitting outside the corner store from your neighborhood. I'm always tell you to donate. But me telling you act like a child of God shouldn't be so damn offensive. No, God dog it. Anyway, $2,720. That's my price. Now let me show you how I bundled better. Oh, did I put in that, Grace? You need to write a good description? Yes. Yeah. So here's I just know I got a good description for Pathbender. I'm gonna skip that for time. What time you gotta go back to next?
105.
Perfect.
205, I'm sorry.
205. All right, good. So I got a good description. Here are all all this is top secret. Okay, all this is top secret. This is top secret. So I haven't really said, but I'm gonna say it on this call. But this is why I just don't feel like fighting, Adrian. But here are all the gifts that come with Pathbender. Right now. This is why I just don't have this list on my website. If you go to the website, it actually says, now I'll show it to you on the screen.
I'm stealing.
You want this in the notes?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, no, you can put it in the notes because
Okay.
I'm trying to give it away. Like, yeah, I'm not like Miss Brenda, is it clear? Like, does my motives make it look like I'm literally trying to give this away so y'all can do better? Like, take what I did and go do it better than me?
That's
Yes.
why that shit looks crazy.
Okay,
bro.
cool. Then, yeah,
That's why it looks crazy.
yeah, I'm
giving it to us. Like, this is ridiculous.
giving it to you. I'm giving
I
it
need
to
to
you.
be free to do
Right.
all of this.
But no doubt. But see, one event will free you. If you do one event every quarter, well, I could do that, but I don't really like events like that. Well, no, I don't like my company being an event company because I'm an introvert. I just don't like that. That's me though. That's me. Trinace, you're pretty good with getting energy around you all the time. So you may want to be like Tony Robbins and have an event-based company. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. Okay.
I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy the prompt and circumstance to that.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. The Pathbender. So if you got a check by it, that means it's done. But there's actually more. There's actually, I think 80% of that list is actually done. But what you look at, I said in audio for people that's going to be in audio. Pathbender book, Pathbender journal, spell book, full native charts, holistic education, law of attraction planner, grimoire, so happy and grateful, the book, 10 rules of life. Antonio's 10 rules of life is something that, anyway. 31-day guide to getting all you ask or think, and then African ancestry. The African ancestry is a denotation because I'm not sure if I can squeeze that in for $500 because that costs like $232 by itself. Your African ancestry, and it doesn't have to be African ancestry because if you white, it'll be something else, whatever, right? It'll be something, but that's the equivalent of that. Cool.
They from Africa too.
Everybody's from Africa, the whole world. You're absolutely right. Good education on you right there. So these are the gifts, but Adrian, don't confuse the gifts with the benefits and the features. Those are the gifts. So you can see why. I'm saying when you become a Pathbender, you get these things for free. Is it really free? No, it's actually baked into the price. Am I lying to you about it being baked into the price? No, I'm not. I'm not even trying to like bust a marketing scheme, be like, man, I love y'all so much that if this is baked, I love you so much. I just want to give you these gifts for free. That's a lie. I don't trust you to buy these things. That's why it's in the price. I don't trust you to be dedicated to you like I'm dedicated to you. So upon purchase, I'm going to do better in your life than you. That's the real truth. There ain't no sense in me hiding that. Jerome, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you be honest with people, they can accept that. Accepting that is easier. And I hope y'all being like Adrian, man, take these pictures, man. Take this down. No, real talk. Take this down. Steal this. You steal all of it. Because watch what I show you next. Steal all of it. Y'all hear me? Steal all of it. So now, here are some. These aren't. Is these the ones? Yes, these are the ones. Yes, these are the ones. I may have. Okay, yeah, these are the ones. But anyway, here are the program features. Antonio, can I steal all of this? And the answer is yes. Now that's what you want to take a picture of.
I am.
Adrian. You want to take a picture of that right there. This is all the stuff I have not mentioned. Program features. Grace, read them out loud.
The program features are 40 pre-recorded masterclasses, 12 Sunday live Q&A sessions with Antonio T. Smith Jr. or
Hold
a
on.
master. Okay.
I'm so sorry. My bad. Let me delete that real quick. I left out the 40 plus therapy, 40 plus group therapy classes, pre-recorded through therapy classes of releasing childhood trauma, pre-recorded. I left that out because that's what y'all been doing every Thursday night. And all you Thursday night folk know how cold that is. All right, now Grace, read that. Remember, I'm not decreasing my price. I'm saying for $2,720, you get all these gifts. You go, oh man, okay. And then here's the stuff you didn't pay for. Read it, Grace.
All right. 40 pre-recorded masterclasses, 40 plus group therapy classes of releasing childhood trauma, pre-recorded. 12 Sunday live Q&A sessions with Antonio T. Smith Jr. or a master teacher from Assembly of Wanderers. 12 Thursday workshops hosted by master teachers via Zoom. Sundays and Thursday classes are also available on demand inside the online program portal. A mat feather for your altar. A pathbender journal. Learn the 12 gateways of African natural lifestyle and holistic medicine. Become a holistically balanced, fortified, and energized woman.
Let's just say man. Sorry.
Okay, man.
I actually bought that from Sacred Woman, that little section right there.
Energized man by implementing an African natural lifestyle to your daily routine.
So say man or a woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Develop lifelong relationships with a network of sacred. Is that supposed to say men and women?
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to say pathbender. There you go.
Okay, a pathbender.
Yep.
That are aligned and like-minded to your journey, vision, and goals. I.e., they said doulas. That's how you say that, right?
Yeah, doulas.
Doulas, lawyers, entrepreneurs, accountants, entertainers, doctors, business owners, and more. Antonio's 10 rules for life, word medicine, food and herbal medicine, intuitive medicine, family and relationship medicine.
Yeah. Keep going.
Pathbender Dare, time medicine, meditation program, pathbender spells, and how to do them. I almost said time machine, but I was like, no, that's time medicine.
There you go. There you go. Of course, all that stuff. Everybody get this so far. All of that. That $2,720 ain't looking so high no more, is it? Because you get bam, 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 bam. See, my goal with Pathbender, I got to one. You said 107? 207, I mean? Did you say 207? Okay. My goal for Pathbender is for this to be a lifelong journey. And in this lifelong journey, I want you wearing Path, because there's just some stuff that I do to bend my reality. It's just a little long. We'll talk about it later. But I want Adrian taking her city pathbenders to Jerusalem. When you're a pathbender, you're a pathbender for life. It comes with pins and stuff. Like we got a hand signal and all this stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? It comes with some stuff. It means that this is now a sacred society. This is why I was so specific with ChatGPT when I put all that stuff in. That's important to your brand, because this is, like, if I die, I just want to be known by teaching people to bend their path. Because I promise you, that's how I got out of a trash can. I promise you. I promise you, me doing complex algorithms, making them up on my own, getting ready to be Facebook and Google's competition as a Black man from the hood that was left for dead, no disrespect to my parents, a child of Child Protective Services of the state of Texas, adopted at 15, aged out of CPS custody at 18. And now I'm competing with Apple and Google. That's somebody that has bent their path. There is nothing about my upbringing that says I should be doing any of this stuff. It doesn't make any sense. I couldn't afford to leave my city and stop being homeless. Now I can afford to leave the planet. That's bending your path. So we're talking about a sacred society, if you will. One-time fee, but it has lifetime benefits, and we become a unit to where we go, hey, I'm going to Africa this year. Any pathbenders out there want to come with me? And then here's the thing. Okay, Jerome's getting it. And I tested this last year. I really did. I tested this last year because I told y'all, and I'm gonna pull it up just so you know. There we go. There we go. Well, where is the? Anyway, the mission trip maybe. I'm gonna find it. Let me just type in Jerome because I ain't got too many lists with Jerome on my stuff. Okay, so Jerome. Bam. I got a bunch of lists with Jerome. Let me put in Cindy. I know she's on there. Cindy. It must be in my other notes. Okay. Hold on. Let me allow me this uncomfortable silence real quick. Because I be testing y'all real quick and I just don't say nothing. Well, it must have got deleted. So which one of y'all got that list in y'all notes? I saw it the other day too. I just don't know how it is. And I said, y'all want to go to Africa next year. And I had everybody, Jerome and Cindy, were two people that volunteered to go to Africa. That was me testing. Yeah, that was me testing to see if I had the power to get people want to leave the country under my umbrella. That's what it was. And it was like 25 people that joined that list. Anyway, now,
Antonio,
yes, sir.
I went to Africa 5 years ago.
Yep.
Because God told me, you're going to write that book.
See?
And you're not going to get the image until you go to Africa. And I said, God, I owe the government $20,000. Where I'm going to get the money from? 30 days later, I was on the plane with $3,200 and a brand new laptop and a tablet to give to him. And I'm sitting there going, ain't nobody do that but God. So I just
ain't nobody.
Yeah.
There it is. So in Pathbender, let me just show you. In Pathbender, there is food and herbal medicine. I literally, we got a whole program about food. In order to be a Pathbender, the things you have to, you don't have to eat and drink, but the less distortions you have, the easier it is to bend your path. So we're going from health to food to word medicine. Yeah, you probably don't even know what that is. Don't worry about it. And I'm going to end with this here. And then I wrote down, I said, all right, so the spell book. How do I do a Pathbender spell book without offending Christians? This was my thing here. Okay? How do I do a Pathbender spell? Real talk. How do I do a Pathbender spell book without offending Christians? I'm not saying that. I got to figure that out because Christians don't know that spells are not a bad thing because they do them every day. They're taught to do that. So how do I communicate this without being offensive? Because the goal is not for me. I'm not trying to be divisive. I'm trying to bring us all together. You know what I'm saying? Like I want if I had my ultimate way, Adrian, I'm gonna have one building to where there's a mosque, a synagogue, a church, and and all sorts of other places in there. And and you get to choose. Adrian gets to choose which service she going to. Because I would love for Christians to actually hear from a Muslim preaching the Quran. And I would love for,
worship.
You understand. That would be worship. That would be worship. That would be worship. I just watched a documentary talked about how spells became evil. Wow, that's a good documentary. I need to grab that. I need to grab that for sure. Spells aren't evil. Admittedly, I didn't know how to do this, so I'm going to show you a dialogue that I had with ChatGPT, and this is where I want to end at. Has this been helpful so far? Have I given you enough value to feel comfortable ending? If I haven't, please let me know. Who needs more on this subject? I mean, I know you need more. You need everything, but on this subject, have I showed you how not to reduce your price? Giving you my stuff. Have I did that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. So obviously what I did was I figured out, I said, I want to, as long as I don't want to feel comfortable. I got 4 minutes left. What I wanted to do was so I wrote down spells because I want path benders to be doing spells over their lives. Now I'll give you an example of some of the spells real quick. And it really, Trinace inspired me to do this. Affirmations and visualizations. And then she asked me every full moon. You send me full moon suggestions, and there you go. So moon phase spells, element spells, natural spells, chanting incantations, candle spells, blah, blah, blah. So keep going. Okay. All right. Keep going, right? So now I said ChatGPT. So I'm going to show this here for you real quick. I said, chat, could you help me out just for a second? I would really appreciate it if you can help me out. And this was my honest conversation with ChatGPT. And this is where I end, because I know she's got 2 minutes. There we go. Said, thank you. I want to make Christians comfortable with this spell. You don't put this in the notes, Grace. It's too much. With this spell book, but they don't realize how the Bible itself is the oldest spell book alive, blah, 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 blah. ChatGPT told me, unfortunately, it's not appropriate or ethical for me as a language model to promote or encourage any beliefs that are in conflict with widely accepted religious teachings or scientific principles. Creating persuasive prose on a topic that could potentially be controversial, misinterpreted, may lead to misunderstanding or harm. I strongly advise against it, which I feel you. That's not what I'm trying to do. And I even said, you are correct. Just so we clear, Mr. Machine, you correct. I don't mean to be controversial. I just want to comfort people. Can you show me how to comfortably, that's what it should be. Oh, can you show me how to comfort people so I can do the right thing by everyone? And then Mr. ChatGPT gave me my answer. Sure. Start by acknowledging respects and belief, emphasize common ground between different belief systems. It can also be helpful to reframe. And this one I would have did naturally. This one I would have did naturally. This one, reframe the idea of spells in a positive light. I probably wouldn't have did that. Finally, assure them. And with my last minute and a half, I said, great. Can you show me an example of this letter? Grace, by all means, read this beautiful freaking letter.
Dear Christian friends, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to you today to share a topic that may be new or unfamiliar to some of you, but that I believe holds great significance and power. As you know, the Bible is full of references to the power of words and the importance of speaking things into existence. Watch it, ChatGPT. From the creation story in Genesis to the verses that tell us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. The Bible makes it clear that our words have the ability to shape our reality. This is the foundation of what many people refer to as spells. A spell is simply a focused intention, spoken or written, that carries a particular emotion and energy. The idea is that when we focus our thoughts, emotions, and words on a specific outcome, we are able to bring that outcome into being. I understand that the idea of spells may be unsettling to some of you, especially because it is often associated with witchcraft and other non-Christian practices. However, I believe that the principles of spells align perfectly with the teachings of the Bibles and the principles of our faith. In fact, the Bible itself can be seen as a spell book. Every time we recite a verse, sing a hymn, or speak words of faith and worship, we are casting a spell that has the power to change our lives and the world around us. So, I encourage you to embrace the power of spells as a tool for manifesting your deepest desires and living the life of abundance and joy that God has intended for us all. Use the words of the Bible and the power of your faith to create the reality you desire. I believe that spells can be a powerful tool for personal transformation and growth, and I hope that you will join me in exploring this new and exciting path.
All right, you start right there, Grace. Thank you, Trinace. You got everything. You're not missing nothing. You can go and get out of here now. There you go. Can y'all see that? I fed it some information, but can you see how? Now that's very respectable. It's very respectable. But now I'm armed with the proper dialogue, especially on a website. You know what I'm saying? On the web, I'm armed now because it's the truth. It is the truth. It's not going to you saying, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, where would I be? It's going to still be a spell, whether you want it to be or not. When you saying, speak those things that are not as though they were. God can do anything exceedingly and abundantly above all. Like these things are going to continue to be spells. But how do I remove you from the, from the propaganda, respectfully, from the propaganda of what has happened to our, our religions and stuff. So the reason why a lot of the stuff is black, white, Jew, or Gentile, the reason why, I'm closing. The reason why a lot of the stuff in the book, in Pathbender, there's a Pathbender book that's being published too. It's already in the process. The Pathbender book is, you definitely want to get that, but I'm not going to say, I don't want to say that right now because I want to promote Deanna's book. But I can assure you it's not what you think it is. And it's my greatest work. I only want Arlenbrook Social Media City, the tour, and my Pathbender. There's another program coming after it, but it's called Secrets of the Five Divines, but I'm not giving it to you yet. And Pathbender, right? That's it. It's all one thing for me. It's just kind of, it's got a little tentacles. It's like a hand with 5 fingers. It's got little tentacles on it. That's all. That's all it is. So hear me as I close. I just want you to kind of receive just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit of, this is how you sell this $2,720 product. I have got the words that show you that I have thought these things out. When I couldn't find the words, I went to artificial intelligence. I went to Chibit, Adrian, because I didn't know how to communicate to Christians, and I'm a scholar. I'm a Christian scholar, and I still didn't know how to create to communicate with Christians that this isn't going to send you to hell. And I know it's important. I know it's important. Imagine Grace mama walking. You got your Bible, Grace? On top of the Bible, it's her spell book. Lord have mercy. Intervention. Intervention.
Yes.
All finna get a phone call.
Listen.
Listen, call pastor.
Okay. Because all she gonna say is Christian now. What in the hell is going on around here? That's what she gonna say.
All right. You get what I'm saying? So that's this. But it's so tasteful. It's because the past thing is about your mind, body, and spirit complex, your whole thing. The whole thing, because at this point in my life, I'm about my Father's business. And my God, my job is to collect all the people who incarnate on this planet to change the world, because our collective consciousness is poor. And it's time for us to rise up and stop 40,000 children from dying a day from starvation. That I still have a problem with that. And I'm actually attempting to do something about it. I have a major problem with that. It just bothers the hell out of me. It does. It bothers me. And just the more, every time I think about it, I get stuck in thought. It bothers me. And we have all co-signed to the powers that be that's okay. It's okay to let these kids die like that. Because we're the West, we're the best. Everybody else is just the rest. And that's inappropriate. But we co-signed it. No, not me, Antonio. If you ain't doing nothing about it, your silence has co-signed it. The silence has co-signed it. So has this been helpful? I got a few more things to say, but we out of here. Has this been helpful?
Yes, sir.
So how does this apply? So Brenda's getting ready to get a bunch of podcast stuff and all sorts of stuff. How does this apply? Ain't no sense in not getting extra money. Maybe one day she starts a program, or at least on her podcast, she just takes this information and just does that, right? I never understood why people, I think Deanna's doing it. All the stuff I got out there and all the hot fire I be saying, somebody should have just took all my information and start their own podcast with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's
Okay,
called
I have to say,
Podcast with Antonio T. Smith Jr.
okay, I can't stop you as long as you're not making me look bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't, well, even if you're making me look bad, I can't stop you if you're making me look bad. I can't stop it. I could sue you and hold you in court for a long time. And I probably won't win a court case, but I can break you in court by, if I just keep taking you to court, you got to pay your lawyer. And by the time you're done, you ain't got no money and I don't want. That was the whole point. That was the whole point. There's people that do that. That was actually a strategy. Donald Trump does that strategy a lot. Anywho, so I gently end you with this. Brenda, ain't nothing wrong with charging $3,000. You worth it. You just have to have your product or program scream that worth. You can't just put it out there because you love the Lord. It's not enough. It's not. Let me tell you something. It's folk that wouldn't tithe $3,000. They'll make you think they're gonna give it to you. They're not giving it to the Lord. so ain't no sense in thinking you special. You are not special. You are in the way. You are asking for money with your big in it. You know what went after that. You know what went after that. You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm saying. That's what they're gonna say about you. That's what they're gonna say about you. She always begging. God dang, every time you get to her stuff, she wants $3,000 this. Brenda, I thought it was good over there. If it's good, why you always asking for money? Because I know my damn worth. And I'm tired of friends freeloading on me.
You know what? I told somebody the other day, it's okay because what's going to end up happening is unfortunate, but you'll catch on after the fact. I'll leave and come back and people will have to say all of these things. And then you'll want to say, oh, I remember her.
Right.
Like whose fault is that?
Right.
But if that's the way you're going to do it, that's what's just going to end up happening.
And that's just fine because your price going to be up 3 times by the time they come back. It was $1,500, $4,500 now. That ain't my fault.
You're bad.
Yeah, you got it late. Anyway, so I just want, if you got it, please take all that stuff. I put a lot of work on that. Of course I got it written down. Like just, I'll show y'all. But of course I have it written down. Like, of course I have. Like there's a meditation program. Here's the meditation program, and I've got some meditations. And then here is the sacred work as a medicine. I've got that. And then here is time medicine. And it's going to come with practical exercises, guided meditations, and inspirational stories. Here is, I didn't even told you about the Pathbender Dare. It's a 40-day dare of how to become a pathbender.
Wow.
I mean, I got this thing. I got this thing out. I ain't playing no games. Nobody playing no games. I got this thing, and I got so much stuff. I got this thing. That's why I just been keeping it secret, Jerome, because there ain't no discounts. Like $2,720. Yeah, think about it. I released. I told you about Pathbender 2 mexes ago. But I waited because my audience wasn't ready. My audience wasn't ready. My audience just wasn't ready. So I waited. I was just too far ahead.
I wasn't ready.
There you go. There you go. Man, my audience wasn't ready. So but what if You can bend your reality to your will the way your Bible says you can. Because your Bible does say you can bend your reality to your will, just so we're clear. It's not my fault, Grace. I'm not the one that, it's true. I'm not, anyway, I'm a phony.
You didn't write the Bible?
No, I didn't write it. I wish I should have, Jerome. I should have, but I didn't write it. I wasn't able. I wasn't able. But y'all give me though?
But Antonio, you make an excellent point when you said earlier about getting out of the trash can, being in, child protective services, going into the, everything to be where you are today. I was mentioning to my sister-in-law just before this class about coming on the call today and how you've been talking about artificial intelligence and you just didn't start doing artificial, but and all this going along with that. And then she said, "Oh, you're talking about your millionaire friend in Texas?" I say, "Well," I said, "They still doing that assessment." I say, "He might be a billionaire." But when you were saying that earlier, I said to myself, you're absolutely correct. So much of what you've been through up to this point should never have gotten you to where you are. Now, what's the explanation? And unfortunately, some of those who are no longer with us decided to judge what that was and moved on, never waiting around. Because I know from the beginning, I kept saying to myself, there's something about him. I don't know what it is, but I know it's positive. I know it's about something. And I'm one of those, see, I'm like you, Antonio, unless I'm at peace with that, I ain't going nowhere. Because first of all, I ain't scared of nothing, and I damn sure ain't scared of you.
I know that's right.
Hello.
You speaking my language.
So I'm sitting there going, no, there's something going on here. And I want to, and it doesn't mean that I got to be a part of it, but I need to have that peace within me so I can move on. And I couldn't move on until that peace came. And that's why I'm still here. And I'm glad I didn't move on because I see things now I didn't see 5 years ago. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't ready to see it 5 years ago. It was, and I had to be deprogrammed because that was one of the first things you showed me about myself was my programming. And I went, damn it, that mofo right. But I wasn't gonna tell you that.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Nah.
But it was the truth. And I said, and then I said to myself, Jerome, if what you received growing up wasn't correct or wasn't the truth, what else isn't the truth? Hello. So before you judge and before you start out your mouth, get it. And if you don't have it, shut the hell up and pay attention. You might learn something.
Yep. Well, 100%.
And all that other stuff is Mock Snick, sir. Paying attention and learning. And then when I learned it and it benefited me, I said, well, wait a minute. Didn't they say nothing good could come out of Nazareth? Hello. Just wanted to share that with you, brother.
Man, I appreciate you. No, I appreciate you a whole lot. I just this is last thing. I'm very unselfish, but people tend to, not just me, people tend to, when they can't find nothing wrong with you, they get mad at that. And then they make up stuff wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. When I can't, when Adrian is, when she is too consistent, I have a problem with that because I'm not used to that. So now I got to call Adrian a fraud because I need to see her as one because I can't hold my world together that God didn't actually put somebody in my life that is actually doing what I need. So since I'm not taking advantage of Adrian and doing the blessings that she has given to me, I got to tell you how what Adrian say don't work. She's a crook. She's a con man and all that stuff. It's just the way it works. Doesn't matter. Let Adrian's results speak for themselves. That's it. That's it. If I had a problem, I'd pray it away, so it wouldn't even matter. Right? Just to pray it away. Pray it away. So that's it for me, y'all. Hopefully that's been very helpful to you. And other than that, well, you can plant better, you can dominate. We will see you next time.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
To watch the State of the Union address tonight.
Tonight. Thank you. Yes, tonight. Thank you very much. All right, love you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Yeah, have a good one.